Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing an old game for us on this channel. It's recently released, or it's released today, and it is Tennis Manager 2021. We played a lot of this when it first came out in early access. We only really stopped because the developments broke the game really that we were playing. But we're back, and we're gonna get back into it. As you can see, I've started a new academy. I'm going to talk for a little bit about where we are, what we've got going on, and our tennis players and all the rest of those things. And hopefully we'll pick up like it was the good old days. As you can see, we've got a few tutorial things down here. I'll never read those, let's be honest. A little bit about the different tournaments, and then welcome to our team. This is from Natalia over here. I've already sent you a few emails, but here we go. Is the step-by-step instructions. And then old James Barnes has said hello and welcome. So let's jump over to what's going on. As you can see at the top here, we've started again with £1 million in the bank. We've got no money coming in and no money going out at this moment in time. There is a slight difference to the last time we changed it. If I jump over to the infrastructure here, I have already given us level 1 of these, not for any particular reason other than, you know, it's nice to have some form of income coming in. Granted, only £2,000, but it's nice to have something coming in. We also have to choose our first player. Now, there was better players than Matilda Mazovdic that we could have chosen, but because she's British, we went for her. I thought it would kind of make sense that we're starting a British tennis academy. It makes sense to have a British youngster coming through that academy. Now, we could have done something different. We could have gone for someone who is well known and hopefully maybe got into the later stages of tournaments, but I like the idea of trying to progress with a youngster. However, what we are going to do is build our academy up as quickly as we can to get a second player. That second player we will try and make be a sort of a women's or men's tour player, hopefully qualifying for Grand Slams, because at least then, or for the majors, because at least then we're going to get some money in, because you don't get much money in early on. But okay, this is us. This is our player. This is Matilda. As you can see, she's not great. She's 15 years old though, so to be fair to her, she's not terrible. I think the first thing we need to do is have a think about trainers and training and all those things, and what we're going to do. It's interesting that we're starting, as you can see here, from 2021. The other thing I would say is if we go to rankings, you can see we don't have the corrections to names. I mean, I was getting these names wrong when they were spelt correctly, so I maybe have a chance of getting these names correct now. They're Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal. But anyway, this is us. This is us setting off in our new game. Let's have a little look here. Matilda over here, ranked 26th in the juniors, so that's pretty good, and over 1,000 in the ladies. I'm going to guess that we haven't got any data on tournaments or anything else, so we can't see how we've done in the past. But I think that's all fine. There's a couple of tournaments that we took part in. As you can see, we got 51 points here for a win wherever this is. I think one thing I will just point out is I appreciate there are ways to really get the best out of players. Obviously looking at the stats and seeing what you're good at, we can see here we're pretty good at lobs, we're pretty good at spins, we're pretty rubbish at serving, and the accuracy of our shots aren't great, those sorts of things. We're okay in and around the movement side, and the mental side doesn't look horrendous, but I appreciate that there are ways to really hone in on how to get the best each match and adjust your tactics against who you're playing. I won't necessarily be doing that. I like the idea of having a tennis player who's good enough to be able to play the tennis that they play and win matches. You know, I liken it to, I've said this before, I liken it to the way I play Football Manager, for example. I've got a set way of playing. I want our team to be expansive and pass the ball, but I also want us to be solid at the back. And if that means we come up against a team that just has the answer to that and we lose, we just have to get better at it. We don't necessarily change everything we do to make it work. So that's how we're going to be approaching this. Our contract is until 2022, so that's quite nice. I think there has been some changes to contracts. So if we come over here, we can see this is our contract. We're getting 29k. and reach the top 1,000. So we need a little boost in what we're doing over here. We could also choose different game plans, but I think defensive baseline play, I don't know if we're really good at any of these plays. That's the problem. I don't think any of them really serve us particularly well. I'm guessing maybe with the drop, with the lobs and so on and so forth, maybe playing something with some variation might benefit us. But we're just going to go in and see how this goes for the first few things. So I think there's a few things we need to do. We need to look at staff, and we need to get some new staff in to do some technical training and some physical training and all the rest of those things. So we'll put you back on them me back on them for now. And we've got one physio who's terrible. But let's start there. Let's go into our academy. Is there anything we want to look at in here? We could upgrade straight away, and that's what I'm going to do. If we upgrade this, we can increase our team by 1. So we're going to click this upgrade button and get underway with that. It's 150k out of the bank account. Lose a little bit of money, but I think that's fine. We're then going to go to staff and recruit some trainers. And I don't know if we need one of each. We can probably make do with just a couple of people for now. Let's go trainer, and let's have a look over here for someone who is going to be pretty good. What are we looking for? I guess we want to find. I don't think when I looked at it, I don't think we're different really in terms of the staff and what we're doing. We're pretty much the best we're at is technical training. So I guess if we can find someone who does physical training, we might be in a better place. So let's start there. Training and training attributes. This is physical, right? You look pretty good. You also look like you're going to be expensive. Movement and mental. If I just jump back to this. Sorry, I'm trying to remind myself how to do this. So you can see here the blue ones are what we want. Movement, physical, and mental. So if we come back over here, recruit a trainer, you're pretty good on all of those. I suspect you're going to be pretty expensive or not want to join us. That's a shame. Okay, what about you? You don't want to join us either. Is there only display interested staff? That sounds like a good... Philip Roas. Sounds like a plan, Philippe. 6k a month. I think we can do that, right? Let's get you in. Okay, so we've got one trainer. Let's jump back to our staff list over here, and let's go tactical and mental training. So this is mental and tactics we need. Let's go and find someone. Oh no, let's do technical, because technical seems really important. That's everything else essentially. So let's jump back over here, recruit a trainer, and we want all of this stuff, right? What's this serve? All of this stuff to be pretty good. So you're at the top here and you look pretty impressive to me. Again, you're pretty cheap from a weekly setup for a good trainer. We'll go with that. We need to progress a little while and just see what's happening, so we'll do that. The construction has started. Roas is potentially coming in. Okay, sorry about that. The telephone rang for once. Okay, we are having a little look here at our trainers. Looks like they are happy with the agreements in principle, so we'll just have to see if they come in. Here's a brief presentation of the different aspects of the academy. Here's our team. Here's our other aspects. You have brand new tools at your disposal, of upgrades of infrastructure and so on and so forth. I don't think we need to worry too much about those. We could get old Matilda out and doing some training, although it doesn't start until Saturday, so I guess we'll go for this week and see what happens. We've got some objectives that we don't need to worry about. I don't think our objectives are pretty easy for the first year, so we won't worry too much about those. We'll crack on, see what happens. A press conference. I don't know how many of these we'll do. I don't know. I've seen some of the updates telling us that these will have an impact, but they didn't seem to have too much of an impact before. Is to continue the Academy's development in order to allow our players to bring home trophies. That seems like a reasonable answer. What's your training philosophy? Technique is the basis. Yeah, we agree with that. So with so much experience, why did you choose to create your own academy? From the bottom to the top, as they say. I don't know who says that, but yeah. we may decide to create a tennis academy. What did make us to decide that? I wonder. Molding champions. It's a calling. Yeah, why not? Okay, seem very arrogant. Right, so we've got a little bit of training being done. Happy to work with your coach. Sorry. This is Matilda. I'm really glad you'll be my coach next season. I have no doubt that you'll help me progress and achieve my goals. Minimum results I want to achieve. So just to get to 1,000 ranking, that's fine. You were fantastic. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Okay. So a little bit of training's been done. Tournament registrations this season. What are we going to do? You know what? I am going to handle our registrations, I think. Because we need to start progressing our skills more than we're worried about our actual rankings. That being said, I would like to improve our technique. The question is, so in the past, let's talk a little bit about what we've done in the past. If you're new to the series, in the past, what we've done is we've had a look at this report and seen where our improvements are and which is close, and then we've really pinpointed those skills to get them down to level them up. Because I feel like, obviously having this at 10 and 98% isn't as good as having this as 11. So the more we increase these, the quicker we increase them. That's where the focus should be. Is there an argument that by doing lots and having them all go up at maybe 6 months later, but all increase? Possibly. There possibly is an argument to that. And I don't know the best way. So I think what I'm going to do early on is maybe do something like this and focus on all of this stuff and just continue. So this is doing all sorts of training for the first month. We'll just let that happen. Penna has signed a contract. That is good news. We'll go through a day just so they come and join. Now, who was Penna, I wonder? Penna is our technical training person, so we can take us off one of these trainings. Oh, hold on, I don't think Penna was our technical training person. No, Penna was our technical training person, right? Yeah, okay, you're back there. We'll take me off here. Everyone else can continue, so we'll crack on with this. The Academy infrastructure, so we can improve it. We don't think we'll do that now. There is a help button that Alpha gets there and never ever use. Rios has answered, they've accepted, so that's good news as well. Let's just go for a day and get you assigned. It'd be really interesting to know the difference in having these guys assigned to these versus me. It'd be really interesting to know how much of an enhancement there is, but I think that's fine. We'll keep moving forward with this then. We've got some new training to do. Let's have a little look here. So you can see balance, backhand power and forehand power have all gone up. What I'm interested about is if we jump over to Matilda's record and come and have a look at this report, did other things go up as well? So like lob and smash seem to go up, and hot shots. These things I don't think were all things we're working on. So there is a little bit of improvement across the board, and I'm of the feeling that by continuing to train technique, we might be in a good place. Just to give a boost right across the board, and then we'll start focusing on one or two things. The other thing we want to do is try and get an improvement in the female ranking. So let's have a little look here. You already have 3 game plans. The only meaningful tactic is experience and learning from mistakes. Yeah, that seems fair. Okay, so you can see we're getting some big old boosts. I'm guessing this is the top 3 that's improved, rather than this is everything that's improved. If we jump back over here, we can see it looks like some other things are still going up. So we'll just keep doing this, I think, for now. I do want to go over to circuits and tournaments, and I want to use the women's tournament, and I just want to maybe get you assigned to a pretty lowly tournament that might give us some rankings. Let's get you in this clay one, and let's get you in another 10-1 down here, this one, and maybe one more. We'll put you in Perth. Why not? We'll just do a few, because I really want to spend the time training more than I want to spend the time doing the matches. Planned a press conference. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's for the start of the year. Ready for the upcoming season? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. What can you tell us about the first few weeks in the academy? I'm not 100. was welcomed with open arms. Yeah, that's nice. We'll go with that. What's your main priority for the start of the season? Give Matilda the best conditions, major events. Take each member of the academy to the next level. We've only got one. We can definitely do that. Okay. So we're up and running for this. Let's. I'm going to leave this. Only looks like you're doing technique training anyway. So I'm going to leave you doing this. The Australian Open training. Tournament. I've got to take part in it. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll kind of do the focus on the. We'll focus on the women's tournaments, and any junior tournaments that we have to do, we'll do it. So this is telling us a little bit about the agents and the assistants, and the analysts, I think. So my job is simple. I bring money to the academy. With that goal in mind, I negotiate contracts with equipment brands for our players. I'll be sure to inform you about any new negotiations. The whole team, myself, found your performance at the press conference. Great. What are you telling us? If you have any questions about the statistics and any other data, I'm here to help. I'll do my best to help you make tactical choices before and during matches. So you tell us about the match warm-up stuff, and you tell us about offers for money to come in. Your morale is not good. Look at this, we're up to 609th already. How is that? I guess some people retired, maybe? I guess that means we've reached our objective, right? Perfect, we didn't have to do anything. We just got there. So we're doing our technique training for another week. We'll let that happen. And I think we'll just keep going until we get towards the end of the year. So you're going to go and do some... Foreign scouts currently have spots to evaluate. So I think if we go to circuits and race, and we come over here to the next gen finals, is that it? Or the junior finals? No one's got any rankings yet. So let's just quickly jump over to search and to players. And we'll just choose a few people just to do some evaluations on. Just you guys. Just to get the ball rolling. And when I'm done being angry, I'm going to be positive. I see you on a daily basis, and honestly, your enthusiasm helps me a lot. That's what people say, actually. I couldn't have asked for a better coach. So you're now going to be happy. It'd be interesting to see if that meant that your things changed here or not. Because your morale isn't fantastic for someone who's so happy. Okay, but look how many places we got you to climb up. 400 places. That's how good of a coach we are. Okay. So training report is in again, and I think we're going to go. Let's go general. We'll just do. We'll keep it fairly mixed for the first few weeks of the season, and then we can really hone in on areas that we want to improve. Okay. Another week done. So you've been accepted into this. That's great news. Let's technique training. Let's just carry on with this. It'd be really nice to get one increase early on. Grand Slam is happening. Thanks for your advice. In retrospect, it seems obvious. Ever since I started reading or meditating before I go to bed, instead of playing on the console, being on my smartphone, I feel better. I am a really good coach. Just life in general as well. Just not even necessarily to do with tennis. Just come to me with any of your problems, people. I will help you out. I promise. If you think you don't have enough staff, you can have a little look. That's fine. Shrewsbury registration. This is the WTL 80. Okay, so it's interesting that as a 15-year-old, we are now officially solidly in the women's tour. Okay, this is our first match. This is our junior Grand Slam in the Australian Open. We're up against Sabina Zenalava. 48 plays 18. And we haven't done anything with any of our skills or game plans or anything. Force our opponents in there. I think we're just going to say focus on returns, and off we go. We have won 6-1, 6-1. Not bad at all. I don't know much about tennis. I've been watching a little bit of it. I've been watching old Emma Raducanu in her pursuit of the Australian Open, and she's been doing very, very well. American Open. Australia, no, American, right? Yeah, she's been doing very well, I have to say. Karina Muller, we're up against 177th wild card. We'll just keep going on the same thing, I guess, then. And we have lost 4657. That is a disappointment. We got $1,000 in though, so that's quite nice. We'll analyze. We will analyze. How can you explain disappointment? I don't think she was 100%. Are you going to approach her? How are you going to approach it? Going to watch the match again and explain to Matilda where things went wrong. There you go. It's easy enough done, right? Get some rest. I'm not convinced that's what she needs. She needs to get on with her tennis. I mean, it's a little bit harsh. It's the first match she's played in weeks, and we just threw her into a major tournament. But we're not too worried about that. Our focus is now on the grown-ups tour rather than the bubbies tour, right? Okay. Finance report. We spent a lot of money. We understand that. Okay. It'll be interesting when our next match is, and Perth has been accepted. Tactics training will do that as well. I'm not worried about that. We didn't have any skills set for the we're not up to speed with our game plans yet either. Whether they're the right game plans or not, I don't know. But maybe when we're acclimatized to those, we'll be in a slightly better position as well. To play tournament, I've updated their stats. Needs to improve our laser vision, and some of our tactical stuff has improved. Okay. So this is our first women's tournament. We're up against someone who's in 599th, and we're in 606th. I think we've been placed here a little bit ahead of schedule. I will say that. High serve intensity, we can definitely do that. Here we go. And we have lost 2-6, 5-6. Kind of expected it, but I think it's important to get some of these tournaments underway. If we can get through a couple of rounds, that'll be a big boost to morale, and we'll start moving forward. So early days, not great, but it is very early days, and this will get a bit more interesting when we get a few more players in, especially if we got one who's higher up the rankings. But it's fine. We're in top form. We're beaming. We're in Shrewsbury. We're in a WTL 80s tournament. We're up against the 4th seed, 207th in the world. Not ideal. High return intensity. Okay, Jovana Jatic. Here we go. 1646. So you know what? Actually, the next match we do, we will play it just so you can see if there's been any changes to the match engine, because we haven't done one of those for a little while. Probably for about 3 updates. So we will play one just so you can see if there's any updates. We're still making progress, although I don't think anything has improved just yet. From the reports, you can see everything is still where it is, but we're making a reasonable amount of progress on all of these, and we might start focusing on something like forehand accuracy and footwork just to get those up over the line. Our next tournament in Perth, the WTL 10, we're going to play the match. We've got Miriam Kolozova, 705th in the world. This is a chance. High serve intensity, we can do that. We're still no better at any of these things. Enter the locker room. She's determined. We set up the best tactic possible. Have fun. Less enthusiastic. I told you to have fun and you seem less enthusiastic. That seems a little harsh. Okay, let's get this underway. And we'll see how we go. Okay. So we haven't seen one of these for a little while. We'll play it on a reasonable speed for the first game or so, just to see how we do. I'm not sure what player we are. We're the bottom one. Okay. I think we're always the bottom one as it goes. Come on, Matilda. Come on, Matilda. I mean, it's not been the best start. We've won a point, everybody. This could be all we needed. Oh, you put it out. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. Actually, let's just slow this down because there are some options around here, right? Is it up here? Match speed, we'll put it up a little bit. Fast, we'll put that up a little bit. Very fast, we'll put it up even more. Default camera view, fast will be 3/4 and very fast 3/4. Stop the game at tie breaks, set points and match points. That seems fine. Okay, here we go. Look at us go. We are getting absolutely spanked. We got absolutely spanked. So interestingly, I don't think, unless you set it up early, I don't think you can talk to them early on. I think we're just going to carry on. I don't think we've got anything to say. We're just finding a feat, right? I don't really want to be beating 6-love, though, I will say that. There we go. Good work, Matilda. We won 2 games. Nice. 3 games. 4 games. We couldn't take that. No, we couldn't. And there it is. There it is. It's all over. It's disappointing, but you know we kind of expected a little bit. There's statistics over here. We can have a little look. Unforced errors considerably higher than her. Not sure what I'm seeing here. Ball hits, positioning, playing area. So everything was from the baseline. Maybe we should mix that up a little bit. Hit points, serve areas. Okay, there's a lot going on. None of which I'm going to make use of. Okay, she's angry. This is it a feat that will make you grow up? Didn't seem to react. She's only 15. God damn it. Is she still 15 or is she now? She's now 16. Okay. I don't think people have birthdays in this. I think they level up at the end of the year. Level up. They age up at the end of the year. Okay. I think that's a good place to leave it, right? We're one player, 1 episode in, early days. It's going to take a little bit of time to get moving with this, but we've got a young British player, so we're never going to achieve anything. But this is early days. We have got the academy infrastructure coming along. That's going to be done in 2 months, so that means we'll be able to get a second player, and we'll really continue to push on. Thank you so much for watching. I think we'll go every other day like we did before. Let me know how you feel. I will try and make the matches, the episodes just a little bit longer than before, but not too long. Around 20 minutes or so is probably the key. Let me know how you feel about that. And if you want to see more of us playing versus more of us simulating, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon. Thank you.